Blessings and salutations, wonderful Libras and across watchers who love you. I'm Sunny, the Urban Tarot, and it's a general collective read, so it may not resonate to all of you, but how many of you? I truly appreciate your view. If this happens to be a message that you feel confirms what you're going through, can you like the video, comment below, subscribe if you haven't. It helps me also to connect. It helps my channel grow. Either way, it's a win-win for me to, because it's a privilege for me to do these reads. Now, with them being general, because I don't do personals at this time, you would know who's who and where they go in this scenario. You know, I could say you when it's really them, she when it's a him. The astrology signs that I see might not be those involved, but it might be the energy they move in. But either way, you know, with discernment, you know what's for you, and let it go for your fellow Libras if it's not. Alrighties. Oh, shoot, pre-shuffle, I did see that you have invested, and it really didn't grow the way you wanted to for some. But what I see, your independence is so flourishing that your recovery is super abundant. It just looked like the way things is moving for you is upward because, you know, honestly, it feels more or less of things, the seeds that you planted are growing. You know, the connections that you build are like glowing. They're showing you that some of them is like, oh, um, you know, certain people you met in life that you didn't think that it was going to be that, um, you didn't really see it going as big as it did, what I'm trying to say. You know, you didn't really see it as far as you wasn't putting into it, as far as thinking you was going to get something out of it. So we're going to see what we see for some of you wonderful Libras. Dear God, thank you for your mercy, blessings, protection, forgiveness, abundance, and direction. Through your grace, through our angel ancestors and spirit guides, please allow me to see with clarity for the highest good for our wonderful, beautiful Libras. Amen. All right, Libras, let's see what we have for mid-November 2022. For the highest good of our wonderful Libras, please show me what I need to see for Libras, please. Mid-November 2022. For the highest good of our wonderful Libras, please. Please show me what I need to see. Please show me what I need to see, please. For Libras, please show me for the highest good. For Libras, please. For Libras. Ladies, please show me energy of... This right here is passion, purpose, a plan, something hot is coming in. Okay? Let me put this right here so I could get the rest of this read for you wonderful Libras, please. Let me see anything flip. Okay. Ooh, sugar, honey, ice, tea, all major arcanas. So far, so good. After the Ace of Wands is, look at this. This is you, upright, amazingness. Okay, okay. For Libra, please. For Libra. Ooh. Okay, okay, okay. This right here is showing definitely of a detach, separation. Okay? But even when I see that independence there, the independence standing center in the pre-shuffle was just really about you getting away from things that no longer serve you. It's like for some of you, the challenge in the past had to do with you seeing things from what it is. You was tied to certain things that didn't really serve you, but you had a connection to it. It moved, like sometimes it benefited, sometimes it didn't, but it more or less you still had a connection. And it's like now the challenge was cutting it. And this new phase, this new day is like this whole life on life term philosophy is what it is no longer your way of seeing things. The justice is that you now see that it's not about accommodating or and it's not saying that that's what you was doing, but more or less is you trying to be fair wasn't always the intention of who you was being fair with. So it's like more or less what you see now, how your happiness is the priority, and those who see it as it being a problem for them is something that you don't care to even hear, because that means they don't have the love for you that's fair. They're not being fair because they have their own issues. And guess what? Love don't live here anymore. I'm not saying you really cut them off, but it's just like you already see they limited themselves to those certain things, and that's not for you. You have a lot of passion and purpose within you. Yes, and you keeping it to yourself because you've seen from many confirmations how it, like, even telling certain things, disclosing certain things, they would like literally be like, for some, telling you it was impossible, or maybe you couldn't do that, or telling you things to make you think it wasn't a good idea. But either way, you really feeling like you have to let go of that because it's distracting. It's like, no, I have a passion. I invested in you, but I'm invested in myself, and look at all my abundance. You know what I mean? So we see Pisces, Scorpio, Libra, and Taurus here. Mind you, everybody's here. I'm just telling you major arcana, and I did see the Magician too. Was that the Magician here? Oh no, the Hierophant. The Magician was in the pre-shuffle. Cancer and Pisces is here. All right, yes. Poor wonderful Libras, please. Show me what I need to see. For Libra, please. For Libra, please. Please show me what I need to see for Libra. Mid-November 2022. For the highest good of Libra, please. Show me what I need to see. For the highest good of our wonderful Libras, please. Come on. I see a small apology. Oh, I do. I see a, yeah. Let's see, let's see. Let's see for Libra, please. Good. Good. For Libra, please. Okay. What I see here with this Queen of Pentacles in reverse, but the King was upright with the Moon energy, is showing that for some of you, you need a more focus. You're more focused on yourself, but you need to build your coin because you see really that what you came to understand, but what you built is that the way these people moved that you was tied to was very secretive and troubling, and they really was more engaged into their shadow side to the point where it was like affecting you as well. It was, because it shows that even with this Hangman in reverse, to where you was coming to see things not being good for you, even when you was like, it's like you're feeling this. The challenge was, let me try to get this clear, is more or less coming out of this connection. Like you felt bound to something, but more or less you more free to see the blessing from that lesson. You know, it's more or less where you see, okay, this was doing me a disservice. I have to put an end to this to have a new beginning. You took enough time to see, and as much information as you could like bring in and interpret to know that This was an injustice. No matter what you did, it was not a good vibe. It wasn't a good time. It wasn't working with you. So you're making it clear that you have to basically be fair for you, even if it's not really in the nicest way of saying so. It's like, listen, it's like, okay, I can say it politely, get the F off my foot or get your hand out my pocket. It's like, okay, I don't have to say that nicely because you're really causing me pain. You're really violating. So it's like more or less saying your happiness is not something that you have to sit there and take time for and try to make it work and try to. It's more or less your happiness is a priority to you. You don't have to explain it to them, it seems, because you already made it be known. You've been fair enough. You told them before. And you more or less rolling up the sleeve to the things you need and not invested in trying to fulfill anybody else. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. I think you're more or less standing strong and strategizing in a place to where you don't have to be where it's a defensive energy over your purpose and your plan. Like, even down to your wand's energy was motivating you was the fact that this magician was in reverse. It's like I have to stay passionate because all of this heaviness is literally deflating my enthusiasm. Aries, Taurus, Pisces, Cancer, Virgo, Gemini. You're here, Capricorn, yeah, Sagittarius. Let me see advice and outcome, please. Advice and outcome for Libra, please. November 2022 for Libra, please. Mid-November 2022 for the highest good of our wonderful Libras. Please show me what I need to see for Libras, please. For Libras, please. See. Hold on. Okay. Right amount of cards too. It just seems like the way the past, the perception of it has changed, and you're like over it. You feel like you need to move as fast as possible because you realize how they communicate is never in a positive place to where you really feel, you know, optimistic. It's like you want to heal and you're recovering from your healing in a place where it's less difficult. It's like doing it this way is more. Look, this ending is better for you this way because it's like with the discernment you see, this is like the wisest choice for you for your abundance. It just shows that this is just, it looks like they was too cloudy and or foggy in your function of happiness. It was like too much heaviness on your days and you didn't need that. You got too many things you're trying to do and it wasn't working with you. That's what I see for this read. And you honestly been knowing that for yourself and you more or less focus on your recovery as you should be. And I wish you all the love and light in that process. Peace.